Hello, everybody. This is Jeff Veale, the business guru, coming to you with 15 minutes of fame and another awesome guest from, once again, the United States. We're getting a lot of people from the United States this week. And guys, if you want to be on 15 minutes of fame and everyone's got a story. So come online and tell your story. The world wants to hear your story. We've all got a story, men and women. So guys, come on, tell your story to the world, and we'd love to help you and promote you across all the social media channels. That's LinkedIn, Facebook, your business page, Facebook groups, Quora, Reddit, and of course, YouTube with all your social media links. And we'll put you in front of thousands of potential clients, right? So come on and get your 15 minutes of fame. Just like our next guest, we've got an awesome guest here. I'm going to go through her bio here. Bear with me. Today's guest is an easy name to pronounce, which I love when they've got easy names. Well, I think it's easy. There's a beer named after this lady in Australia. Kim.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
You know that, do you, Kim?
Yeah.
Kim Resch. And Kim is the owner and founder of a company called Creative Commerce Groups, Taking the Consultancy Leap. So all those who want to learn a bit more about consultancy and how you've all got a lot of knowledge, guys. You know, you don't know what you don't know, but you've got a lot of knowledge. Get it out there to the world. The world needs to know about you. And reach out to Kim, have a virtual cup of coffee, find out what she can do to help get you some exposure, right? So in the history of business entrepreneurship, it's done for a mere 30 years. Imagine what you learn in 30 years, guys. Lots. You're still learning, like me, every day. Taking the Consultancy Leap is a book, online course that serves as a practical roadmap for professionals ready to leave corporate life and run things on their own journey, and build a flexible, profitable consulting business. A program built in real-world insights, step-by-step strategies, proven tools developed over 25 years of consulting experience through my company, Creative Commerce Group. And we're going to scroll this up a bit. We're going to talk about some key achievements: launched Taking the Consultancy Leap book and online course, published author of Cyber Watchdogs 2019, and speaker on the cyber security. It's a very good, interesting industry, that one. Over 25-year career in tech consultancy space. This lady's done it all. Serving clients such as American Express, MasterCard, PayPal, Silicon Valley Bank, Dynamo. It's too many, guys. I'm going to get a dry throat rattling them all off. So Kim will tell you the rest. Personal motto: future-proof your career by reinventing yourself. You just need a plan and the courage to take the leap. That's so true, guys. No one's coming to save you. I'll tell you now, guys, you'll find this out the hard way. No one's coming to save you, so save yourself. Do something for yourself. Do something you love. If you hate what you do, get out of it and start off as a hobby. Kim will help you, guide you along the way. Start it off for a while. You'll soon find you'll be able to replace your income and make more money than you've ever made and have more fun and work the hours you want to work. Personally, I work 16 hours a day, guys. Don't feel sorry for me. Half that time I go out and play golf. I go and see a movie during the middle of the day, right? I have a power nap. I work the hours that I want to work, right? I have a 16-hour spread, right? Interesting fact about itself, a hobbyist and nature photographer. Photography is a lot of fun. Amazing. You're doing that with a camera, Kim, or you're doing that with mobile phones?
No, doing it with a nice camera.
The real camera.
Pretty good old photography.
Old school.
Yeah.
Lovely. All right, we've got all Kim's details there, so it's my great pleasure to welcome to the stage at 8:30 at night from downtown Arizona. Welcome, Kim. How are you today?
Thank you. Thank you. It's great to be here. Thanks for having me.
No trouble at all. It's been a pleasure. Tell us about your journey and what inspired you to pursue your current career path, Kim. What set you on the journey?
Right. When I started my career, I was working for American Express and was expatriate in England. And I was a full-time employee for them, working on the black card. And I know you're familiar with that. And I specialized. Yeah. Specialized in a lot of the advanced payment technology behind the cards. At that time, my mother had cancer and my father was diagnosed with cancer out of the blue. So I knew I had to leave England, come back to the States. So I did, just kind of came back to the Midwest where they were. And I thought, I've been hiring a lot of consultants. I think I'll just try consulting and see what happens during this transitional time. So I just kind of hung up a sign, picked the name Creative Commerce Group, started consulting, and 25 years later, I was still working. I pride myself in getting all my clients through word of mouth and people that I've worked with before, working with other companies. So I've got to work in really exciting products and really great companies, met people all over the world, and it's been really exciting. Along the way, one thing I'm asked a lot is, how do you consult? How do you get started? I don't know where to start. And so I started answering those questions, and I thought, there's a book in this. And so I wrote a book called Taking the Consultancy Leap. And now I'm just guiding people as their mentor alongside as they want to leave corporate life and start their own journey. So with that, I have an online course where I do one-on-one mentoring with them.
Tell me, Kim, what's the average age? I'm curious, what's the average age that you find where people will take that leap? What's the average age?
Yeah.
50, 60? What age group are we talking roughly?
Yeah, I think 45 through 60. I think, when I started this, I thought, I'm really aiming it at people that are ready to retire and want kind of a bonus career and extra income. And then to my surprise, it's really the demographics a lot lower. It's people in kind of that mid to executive level professional that are ready just for something different. And I think COVID really added to it.
Being told what to do and, pressing the punch clock every morning and all that. So some people wake up, earlier than others, I guess. Tell me, is it men or women? What's the breakdown there? From your
really 50-50. Really just anyone working.
Yeah.
And one big surprise is that really college age, people leaving college,
wow,
they're contacting me that they don't want to go into corporate life. They want something different. So they want to start out early. So it reaches a big demographic.
Well, you can make a very lucrative income, guys. If you're good at what you do, and as Kim is, you can make a very good income, guys, and you can have that passion, and you can work when you want to work. If you only want to work 3 days a week and work hard, you can work 3 days a week, and you can work from anywhere in the world, have laptop or travel, right? So think about it, guys. Think about the freedom. It's about the 4 Fs. I've got to remember what they are. I think they're what are they? I always like this up. Family, friends, freedom, and fun. They're the 4 Fs.
There you go.
So there you
Can't go wrong with that.
Yeah, absolutely. What's been the most challenging aspect of your work, Kim, and how have you overcome that?
Well, in the consultancy world, I think the most challenging part is just really feeding the pipeline. You have to keep the clients rolling, especially I was supporting a family at the time. And so you always have to look forward. You're the first to go in reorganizations and downsizings, although that's changing a lot now as a lot of companies are laying off the full-time people and hiring consultants. So that kind of goes cyclical with the economy, but that's really the most challenging part.
It's like to become a consultant, isn't it? When you think about it.
Right. It really is.
Opportunities are there. Tell me, an important moment in your career that changed your direction. What was that pivotal moment for you?
Yeah. Well, obviously, I was brought into consulting through a family tragedy, and so I took the leap like that. There's a lot of other reasons to take the leap. You might just take it a lot slower. But I think the quality of the products that I got to work on, I think that's the most significant thing in my career. It's just very exciting being technical project managers on new cards like the blue card when American Express put that out, and different things with different companies that are leading the edge in new technology. That's what's really made my career notable.
In your opinion, what have been the key qualities or skills that have helped contribute to your success?
For me, my superpower is I can take chaos and complexity and kind of put a good framework around it very quickly and take it into kind of an action plan and launch it. Because of that, I got a reputation for kind of rescuing projects, going in when big budgets and things are going wrong, or high exposure led by the top CEOs, and it has to happen in 6 months. I'm brought in because I can handle that pressure. That's just something that I specialize in. Everyone has their niche, and as part of the program with Taking the Consultancy Leap, I have a 5-step program where you actually determine your niche, and we go through a process that based on your experience, things you like to do, and also then just kind of testing it to see if it's marketable. And that's so you really get a good foundation of what you want to do based on your experience and just what lights you up. And then we take it and look for an audience and build an audience around it and write an offer to that audience. And then we set the price. We look at what the market will pay and what you need to make and set the price. And then we build a business around it and then market it and get your first client.
You can scale as high as you want to. Kim, with your course, it sounds like a very interesting course that a lot of people should take you up on this. Tell me, is it a one-on-one course or in a group situation or both?
It is a self-paced online course. It's at consultancyleap.com. You can sign up for it and take it at your own time. I feel that people, need that structure around their job to kind of work it in. And then periodically throughout the year, I will have live workshops going on at the same time.
Interesting. Tell me, how do you stay so motivated and continue to innovate in your field? What's your secret?
I think I just have a passion for working. I love to work. I'm like you. I'm there 12, 14 hours a day. Yep. Doing this again lights me up. If you can do something that lights you up and you're passionate about, where when you go to bed at night, you're thinking about it and can't wait to get up the next morning and do it again. If you could get yourself in that position, that is just a blessing in your life. And that's what's so fun about this, is watching people move through this process and get into that.
I just laugh because I lay in bed some nights. I don't care whether clients pay me 500 or top VIP of 5,000. I lay in bed some nights thinking about my clients. Well, how can I help him tomorrow? What else can I do? He's stuck. What can I do to get him unstuck? And, that's my job to help these people, get unstuck. And sometimes it's not that easy. Other times it is easy, but it's a numbers game, guys. It's all about numbers. By putting yourself out there and being consistent. Turn up, be consistent. Turn up's a big one. Right. Tell us about a recent project or achievement you're particularly proud of, Kim.
Right. Well, obviously writing the book, 2 books now, and the course, I'm very proud of that. But seeing this work in action has really been the biggest joy. Immediately I was contacted by people that I've worked with or know people that I've worked with and said, hey, I'm just lost my job or I'm changing jobs. And so I've got to see a few of them go through the whole process now and get a job. And that's really rewarding.
Yeah, and don't forget, guys, AI is coming along now, and there's tens of thousands of people in America losing their jobs weekly, guys.
And that's true. And it's not just losing the job. And one thing I really focus on is just really preparing yourself for what's coming. And I say AI, restructuring, budget cuts, layoffs. It's like, don't be a victim to that. Be prepared. Own your career.
AI is your friend. Start learning AI, guys. Yeah. Otherwise, you're going to stay in the horse and buggy, guys, while your competitors are driving around the Ferrari. So, guys, learn AI. Learn to embrace it. It's not that difficult. I'm 77. If I can learn it, you guys can learn it. And it's such a fun tool. I even put in things like, what will I make for dinner tonight? I go, tell it, I've got some chicken, some carrots, some potatoes, some butter, blah, blah, blah. And I'll give us 3 recipes. It turns out a gourmet meal. So there's different ways to use AI, guys. And that's one of them.
Yeah, if you just start playing with it, you get hooked and you start knowing how it works.
A quick one I got to tell you, Kim. I go for a walk every day. And I get bored. I get bored walking. So I said to ChatGPT one day, give me 5 different walks, approximately 30 minutes from home. And it sent me in 5 different directions. 4 of them I've never been before because it's a creature of habit, right? And one of them, I went down this back street, only about 200 yards from where I never go that way, from where I live. And I found Koreatown. I walked down the street. All of a sudden, there's a Korean supermarket. There's about 5 Korean restaurants. Didn't even know they were there. So that's another use for ChatGPT, guys.
Yeah, that's a wild one. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Blew me mind, that one. Tell me, what advice would you give someone who aspires to, take that leap and follow in your footsteps? What would you tell them?
Right. Really don't do it alone. I mean, I obviously, I've worked out the path. I've taken the hard knocks. Has a lot of lesson learned. You can always just quit and hang up your sign like I did, but you're going to learn a lot. You're going to go through some pain. I can really fast track you through that process. I can also line you up with everything from benefits and insurance companies and then help you get a job through agencies at the end of it.
I think the advice there is get a mentor, guys. Get a mentor. Don't try and, you can shave years off the trip card by getting a mentor. So many of you try and do everything by yourself and be a hero. It doesn't work. You get a mentor. You go from zero to hero with a mentor. So reach out to someone like Kim. Costs you nothing to have a virtual cup of coffee, guys. Think about that. What the price of that? Nothing to have a virtual cup of coffee. Find out what this lovely lady can do for you. And if you like what she tells you, go ahead. Make the move, guys. It's not expensive. Make the move, guys. Try it out. See if it's for you, and then get that independence and that freedom, guys. Freedom's so crucial. Looking ahead, Kim, what are your goals and aspirations for the future? What do you got in mind?
Well, this is just going to be a great journey. I hope to do a lot of speaking with this, and maybe have my own podcast and appear on more podcasts and just keep this message going. And I do hope to retire soon.
You'll never retire. Don't retire. Life's too much fun.
I kind of suspect that too.
Yeah, you won't retire. You'll get. I've retired 4 times to get bored, right? So, guys, if you want to learn about podcasts, guys, reach out to me. I'm happy to advise you on podcasting, guys. It's really simple. A $50 headset, a little camera. You don't need any high-tech skills. Just get on there and talk. Have a structure. There's nothing perfect. Don't try and make it perfect. And then just make it happen. And you've got your own podcast. Go to ChatGPT, ask for a name. I've got 2. One of mine's called 15 Minutes of Fame, which is a great name. The other one's called Stars on Spotlight. I'm not clever, guys. I got those suggestions from ChatGPT, right? And then even the questions. I said, what questions should I ask my guests? ChatGPT gave me these questions. I didn't invent any of this stuff. It was a 5-minute exercise on ChatGPT, right? Anyway, that's it, guys. Looking ahead, you've told me about your goals and aspirations. Tell me, how can our listeners and people watching this wonderful podcast reach out to you, Kim, and find out more about you? What's the best way?
Right. Well, you can find me on LinkedIn and social media platforms under the Consultancy Leap. And you can also, easiest way is just consultancyleap.com, and all the information is there.
Love that. Love it. Nice and simple. Kim keeps it simple, guys. And that's it. Keep it simple, stupid. So keep it
exactly.
Simple. Don't complicate it. Before we wrap it up, Kim, tell us a fun fact about yourself that most people don't know.
Oh, okay. Well, we talked about the photography. I usually use that, but I do hold a few patents on financial process on debit card processes in the US and Australia.
Wow.
So that's a fun fact.
Absolutely. That's a pretty cool one. You're clever. So along the way, you found something interesting and patented it, huh? That's very clever of you, Kim. Kim, you've been an awesome guest today. I'd like to thank you for being on the show. And people, reach out to Kim. She won't bite. Reach out, have a chat. If you're thinking you're on the fence, I hate this job. If you hate your job, you're not a tree. Move. You're not a tree, guys. You're not stuck. Move. Reach out to Kim. Reach out to me. Reach out to people and get some advice, and then make your next move. If you want, do it as a side gig to start with. And as soon as it makes more money than what you're already earning, and you're having more fun, tell the boss, I'm giving you a month's notice, boss. I'm going to go off and do my own thing. Make your own life, guys. Life's too short to be miserable. All right. Thanks for being on the show, Kim. Appreciate it very much.
Thank you. I appreciate it. All right. Bye.